Hello everyone, this is a third lecture on hydraulic engineering and machines. In the last lecture, we have discussed velocity distribution, pressure distribution, mass equation, energy equation, and momentum equation for open channel flow. Now we look at one example which is related to continuity equation in case of unsteady flow that we discussed in our last lecture. The question is, while measuring the discharge in a small stream, it was found that the depth of flow increases at the rate of 0.10 meter per hour. Here we are measuring a discharge in a small stream. This small stream may be stream may be river, this may be canal, this may be sewer, anything. Okay, so here small stream we can understand as channel or canal. Clear? So it was while measuring the discharge in this channel, it was found that the depth of flow increases at the rate of 0.10 meter per hour. Okay, depth of flow is increasing with this rate. If the discharge at that section was 25 meter cube per second and the surface width of the stream was 20 meter, estimate the discharge at a 1 kilometer section upstream. Suppose this is a small stream. What we have to do, we have to estimate the discharge at a 1 kilometer section upstream. Okay, and we are measuring the discharge at a particular section, and it was found that the discharge is 25 meter cube per second. Means where we are measuring the discharge at downstream side. Clear? And we have to find the discharge which is 1 kilometer upstream side. Okay, so at this section we have to find the discharge. Okay, here discharge is 25 meter cube per second, it is given, and the depth of flow is increasing at a rate of 0.10 meter per hour. Means this is a case of unsteady flow. As the definition of unsteady flow is the depth of flow or velocity or other parameter changes with respect to time at a particular section, then this kind of flow is called unsteady flow. Okay, so here depth of flow is increasing at this rate, hence this flow is unsteady flow. And at one section, means at downstream, the discharge is given and we have to find the discharge at another section which is at 1 kilometer upstream. So how can we find this discharge? Here we have to apply the continuity equation for unsteady flow that we derived in our last lecture. And that equation is dou q upon dou x plus t dou y upon dou t is equal to 0. Here t is the top width of the channel which is given here. The surface width of the stream was 20 meter. Dou q upon dou x is, this is the change in discharge with respect to the length of channel. Okay, so dou q upon dou x we can write q2 minus q1 divided by delta x plus t dou y upon dou t is equal to 0. This is Q2 and this is Q1. Okay, so Q2 is 25, it is given, minus Q1 we have to find divided by delta x here, it is 1 kilometer, so we have to put this value in meter. This is 1000 plus top width of the channel given as 20 meter multiply by dou y upon dou t. This is nothing but change in the depth of flow. Since the depth of flow is increasing with respect to time here, hence this value will be positive and its magnitude is 0.10 meter per hour, but we have to put this value in meter per second, since we are putting the value of discharge as meter cube per second. So meter and seconds, we are putting the values in meter and seconds, so here we need to convert per hour as per second. Clear? So this will be 0.10 divided by 1 hour means 60 minutes multiply by 60 seconds is equal to 0. So after solving this, Q1 will be 25.556 meter cube per second. Okay, see here, Q1 is greater than Q2. Why? Because depth of flow is increasing, and it is possible only when Q1 is greater than Q2. Okay, incoming discharge is greater than outgoing discharge, then only it is possible to increase the depth of flow. Now we come to detailed discussion on uniform flow. We all know what is uniform flow. When in the flow, the parameters like velocity and depth of flow does not change with respect to length of channel, then this kind of flow is uniform flow. So first of all, we look at the derivation of discharge equation through open channel, which is applicable in uniform flow, and this discharge equation is also known as Chase's formula. So let us consider a uniform and steady flow of water in a channel in which the bed slope is theta with horizontal. Now, how many forces will act in the fluid mass between section 1-1 and 2-2? First of all, the weight of fluid which will act in vertically downward direction, that is W. Frictional forces opposite to the direction of flow, capital F. Pressure force at section 1-1, F1. Pressure force at section 2-2, F2. As we know, in open channel flow, the flow is taking place only due to gravitational force. That's why the pressure force at section 1-1, F1 and pressure force at section 2, F2 are equal in magnitude. That's why F1 is equal to F2. So we need not to consider these forces because they neglect their effect. Okay. Weight of liquid is acting in vertically downward direction, so we have to resolve all the forces in the direction of flow. So the component of weight in the direction of flow will be, suppose this is a normal to the bed of channel, so this angle will be theta, so this component will be W sin theta. And we know this is a uniform flow, that's why the velocity with respect to length of the channel is 0, and velocity is not changing means acceleration is also 0. So based on the second law of Newton, F is equal to ma. If acceleration is 0 means all the forces acting on fluid mass is The summation of all the forces in fluid mass is 0. Okay, so how many forces are acting here? F1, F2, we need not to consider these forces. The weight of the fluid in the direction of flow and the frictional forces which is acting opposite to the direction of flow. So W sine theta in the direction of flow minus F, this is frictional force, is equal to 0. W, weight of liquid, this we can write it as gamma unit weight multiplied by volume, and volume is area of flow multiplied by length. So gamma AL sine theta minus frictional force, that is tau naught PL. Tau naught is the shear stress at the wall of channel multiplied by surface area, means perimeter multiplied by length. What is this length? This one is equal to 0. Gamma AL sine theta minus tau naught is proportional to v to the power 2, and this we can write it as tau naught is equal to Fv square, where F is a coefficient which value depends on the material and nature of flow surface. So substitute this value of tau naught here, so that will be FPL V square is equal to 0. So V square is equal to gamma AL sine theta divided by FPL. LL will cancel out, so V square is equal to gamma upon F A upon P sine theta, and V is equal to root over gamma upon F root over A upon P sine theta. Here we know A upon P is hydraulic mean depth or hydraulic radius. Okay, and gamma root over gamma upon F, we can replace this term by capital C, and this C is called Chazy's constant. Okay, so substitute all these values in this equation, then this will come out to be V is equal to C root over R sine theta, where R is hydraulic mean depth. But we know usually the slope of the bed of the channel we keep small. Okay, so for small values of theta, sine theta is approximately equal to tan theta, and this tan theta is denoted by S, and S is represented in terms of 1 in X, like 1 in 2000, 1 in 4000. So finally the equation of velocity will be V is equal to C root over RS, and we know discharge is equal to AV, so discharge is equal to AC root over RS. This is the final equation of discharge which is applicable in case of uniform flow in open channel. Sometimes this discharge equation is also represented by Q is equal to K root over S, where K is AC root over R. This K is called conveyance of the channel section. Clear? What it represents, conveyance K is equal to Q divided by root S, means conveyance represent the change in discharge with respect to bed slope. Okay, with how much when you change the bed slope means what is the effect of the discharge in the channel. Clear? Now we see some empirical formula for the value of changes constant. First of all, we see the dimension of changes constant. V is equal to C root over Rs. So C is equal to V divided by root over Rs. Unit of V is meter per second. Unit of hydraulic mean depth is meter, and there is no unit of S. Okay, so that is meter per second root over m. So multiply by root over m in numerator and in denominator also. So m and this will cancel out. So m to the power 1 by 2 s to the power minus 1 means L to the power 1 by 2 t to the power minus 1. So this is the dimension of changes constant. So first of all we see Bayesian's formula. Which is one of the empirical formula for the value of changes constant, and it is represented in MKS unit. This formula is applicable in MKS unit. C is equal to 157.6 divided by 1.81 plus K divided by root over R, where K is Bayesian's constant and its value depends upon the roughness of the surface of channel. Second one is Gangolate cutter formula. Gangolate cutter formula. This is also applicable in MKS unit. C is equal to 23 plus 0.00155 divided by theta plus 1 by n whole divided by 1 plus 23 plus 0.00155 divided by theta n divided by root r. Okay, where theta is bed slope in radian, r is hydraulic mean depth, and n is the roughness coefficient, which is also known as Cutter's constant, and its value depends upon the roughness of surface of channel. Clear? Next empirical formula is given by Manning, that is known as Manning's formula. This is also used in MKS unit. C is equal to 1 by n r to the power 1 by 6, where n is Manning's constant, it is also known as rugosity coefficient. Rugosity coefficient. Okay, and this is nothing but Cutter's constant. Okay, now we come to most economical section of a channel. When the channel will be most economical, when the discharge through the channel is maximum and the cost of construction of the channel is minimum. Okay, the cost of construction depends upon the excavation and lining. Okay, cost of construction depends upon excavation and lining. What is lining? Lining is nothing but impervious surface we provide to the channel to prevent the loss of water from seepage. Okay, so this is a channel. So here we provide a impervious layer of cement mortar to prevent the loss of water from seepage. Clear? And excavation and lining are directly related to the perimeter of channel. Clear? If the perimeter will be minimum, then the cost of excavation and lining will be minimum. Also look at this equation, Q is equal to AC root over RS, and this we can also write it as AC root over A upon P into S. So if we keep area of flow constant, changes constant, and slope of the channel constant, then see here, if we keep the perimeter minimum, then the discharge will be maximum. Okay, so our practice in the design of channel should be, we should keep the perimeter minimum. So first of all, we look at the case of rectangular channel. Most economical rectangular channel. Let us consider a rectangular channel with bottom width B and depth of flow Y. So here area of flow will be By and the perimeter is B plus Y plus Y. So that will be B plus 2Y. From here B is equal to A upon Y. So substitute here, P is equal to A upon Y plus 2Y. Now we have to find the value of depth of flow at which the perimeter is minimum. So for this we have to derivate the perimeter with respect to depth of flow, means dP upon dy is equal to 0. Okay, so d upon dy, P is A upon Y plus 2Y is equal to 0. If you differentiate this term, then this will come out as minus A upon Y square plus 2 is equal to 0, or A is equal to 2Y square and area is By. This will cancel out. So B is equal to 2Y or Y is equal to B by 2. Okay. So this is the condition of most economical rectangular channel section. If we look at hydraulic radius R is equal to A upon P. A is By divided by B plus 2Y. Substitute the value of B, that is 2Y, for economical channel section. So B is 2Y multiply by Y divided by 2Y plus 2Y. That will be 2Y square divided by 4Y. This is the final value of hydraulic radius for most economical rectangular channel section. Clear? So in the next lecture we will derive the conditions for most economical trapezoidal channel section, triangular channel and circular channel. Thank you.